Alright, we're gonna make a retainer. Say hi, Shayla. Hi. Yay! Okay.
Alright, folks, this is Baron D. Hall. Thanks so much for watching, and with this video, we're gonna show you how to make a retainer. So, first things first, we're starting out here, and Jessie is putting some flavoring in this powdery stuff. Now, that powdery stuff is dental alginate. So, we mix it with water, and it gets goopy. You'll notice it starts out kind of purple. She's gonna mix-a-roo, mix-a-roo. She doesn't need to measure her water or anything. She's a pro. She's got this. Get through there, mix it nice and vigorously. Check it out. Look at that technique. Gosh, spot on. Man, you'd think she's done this a couple times. Look at that. All right, nice and goopy. So you grab an impression tray. That is a dental impression tray for the upper arch or the upper teeth. You take that goopy stuff, the alginate, put it down in there like so. Look at her spreading that out. Yes, getting it kind of smooth. Wipe off some extra, and then she's gonna go back over here to Shayla. Oh, look, there's Lauren in the background, just kind of hanging out. She's like, hey guys. Oh, and then Chelsea walks in the background too. So Jessie is gonna put that in our patient's mouth, right up through there, and it just kind of sits there for a few seconds. Nice. Some people are all like, oh, I hate the taste of this stuff, but that's the reason we put that flavoring in there. It makes it a little bit more bearable. It's really not that bad. It's mind over matter. So leave it in there for about 30 seconds, then we take it out, and it looks like this. So we have a negative model of somebody's mouth. Pretty neat, huh? All right. Next thing, take it over to the sink. Get off some of that extra. Don't want to be messy. Give her a little rinse-a-roo right through there. Then we spray it off to disinfect it. Then we take it over to the lab. Now, that powdery stuff right there is dental stone. It's a gypsum-based product. You mix it with water, and then it'll eventually harden and turn into like a rock. It's pretty cool. So, once again, Jessie, being the seasoned pro that she is, she doesn't need to measure. She mixes that stuff up like a boss. Yeah. Give her another little mixer. And a password. Yeah, super fast, super fast, super fast. Yeah. So that thing right there that she's setting that on with the towel over it, that's like a vibrating appliance. And so whenever you mix and pour that dental stone over the vibrating appliance, it gets the bubbles out. Again, that pink stuff right there, the dental stone, is very liquidy right now. She's gonna pour it in, just get some of the extra in there, make a nice little model. Eventually, it hardens up after about 15 to 30 minutes. You pull it out, and it looks like that. Ooh, looky there. We have a perfect model of teeth. How cool. So then we put it up against this model trimmer like this. Kind of clean off some of the edges, remove some of the excess at the base of it. We're going fast forward now. Yeah. We got to have water dripping over this thing. Otherwise, it gets really hot and messy. So fast forward here. We have our nice clean model. It's trimmed off. She's going to rinse off some of the fragments of it and whatnot and get it nice and clean. Look at that. Would you look at that? Check it out. Nice clean model of somebody's teeth. Woohoo! All right. So, when we go over here to this next part of the video, right now, I'm going to show you kind of an advanced technique here. This is just kind of going fast forward really quickly. Sometimes we can literally saw out a tooth like this. Woo, it flew out. And we put it back in a straighter position. So let's say we have somebody that comes in, their tooth got just a little bit crooked. We can use Play-Doh like this to reposition the tooth on the model. We use this little green stuff. This is kind of like a light cured glue kind of stuff. We reposition the tooth in a straighter position. We shine this real bright light over it, which hardens it up, and it does not move. And so we can make a retainer with that tooth in a straighter position. So here we have two models. We're going to put in here. That blue stuff on the models is Play-Doh. Sometimes we'll do that to fill in voids, or if we have a bubble or something like that, we'll literally put Play-Doh over it. Play-Doh's great stuff. So that little metal thing that she brought over, that's a heater. And there's actually a sheet of plastic there that it's heating. So this little device right here heats the plastic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fast. And she flips over the plastic, and inside that thing is actually an air pressure thing that pushes air down on the plastic and pushes the plastic over the top of our two models that we have here. That's a sparkly watch. Goodness. And And what we have left over is this thing. So that machine melted the plastic and pushed it over the top of these models just like that. So we take it over to the trash can, super fast, and we pry those little models out. Sometimes they break, sometimes they don't. Just kind of depending. Sometimes we use this spray to keep them from breaking, and then that's what we have left over. So we cut off the extra plastic. As you can see, quite literally, we use these little scissors to clean that off. Cut off the excess. Fast forward. And kind of a time lapse right there. Trimming off just our last little bit. Once we have nice little retainers like this, the last step is polishing off the little sharp pieces. So we use this little dental brush, specially designed for plastics and such, and it polishes off the sharp spots. We just kind of go around all the edges, make sure nothing's sharp, make sure it feels good and smooth. Yeah, look at that. And we give it to our patient, and they put it in, and they are happy. Woohoo! Next, people will say, well, what about my retainer? It looks like this. How do these work? Well, if you have a retainer that looks like this is called a Hawley retainer, and the way we make them is very similar. So we start with the model of your teeth, and we'll bend a wire like this to fit the teeth. Now, you'll probably notice that this person's teeth are not straight, but that's okay. We're using this retainer for a different purpose. Basically, bend that wire and make it fit that model, and then put this acrylic over the top of it, and the acrylic hardens up, and you're left with this colorful retainer. Voila. Okay, next, we're getting into the technology side of things. Check out this thing. Oh, wow. So we just got one of these at SEMA Orthodontics. This is like a little magic wand that takes 100 million gazillion pictures of your teeth, and the software up there on the computer will digitally make a model of a person's mouth in the computer. It looks like this. Super cool. So this is a digital scanner, and this is how we can make retainers digitally. We have their model, again, digitally like this on the computer, and we can move teeth with this if we want to. This is the same way that Invisalign and Smile Direct Club and whatnot make their retainers and aligners. And then we take that digital model on the computer, send it to a 3D printer like this, and the 3D printer will create these little models like this. Wow, check that out. And then the process is just like what I showed you earlier. So, all right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Again, this is Baron D. Hall. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me have them. I'm very receptive to comments. Also, if you hit the subscribe button, make sure to watch other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.